This episode is brought to you by the members of the You Run Podcast Network. A place where everyone is a loved member of the podcasting community. To link up with these shows and find your next podcast addiction, visit YouRunPodcast.com.
You wanna die tonight?
Late at night, I tune into your show, where you talk horror with a unique flow. Your voice is like sirens, draws me in, as you pick apart movies on murder and sin. Scott and Mark set the scene. I hang on every word lost in the screen. Your passion for fear is contagious enough. You make me believe in Mark's fucking long roundups. You run podcast, horror movie review, sharing facts and playing games too. Your words paint pictures of darkness and dread, leaving me grinning long after you fled. You run podcast. You run podcast.
Avengers, assemble!
Hello and welcome to the You Run Podcast Horror Movie Review. My name is Scott.
My name is Mark.
Oh, you sound enthusiastic today.
I am
Try that
always
again.
enthusiastic. How is that
Okay.
any different from any other week that I do it?
You will. It's normally you're like, my name is Mark. This week you're like, my name is Mark.
Right, okay, we'll try again.
Okay, hello, welcome to the You Run Podcast. My name is Scott.
My name is Mark.
There we go. That's
There
much
we
better. We are an interactive horror movie review show where you pick the movies. You get to interact in various different ways with lots of different features. We play games. We release great episodes. We do that every single Tuesday. All in all, we're just great at everything we do.
I would agree on that wholeheartedly.
Wholeheartedly. We have an excellent episode lined up today. We're going to give you a review of a movie. After we've done that, we're going to dive in. Well, no, sorry. We're going to give you a spoiler-free review of a movie. Then we're going to dive into what we liked and didn't like. After we've done that, we've got some interactive features. We've got a game, which this week is Meltdown. And as regular listeners are aware, when Meltdown is a thing, that means we have a guest. Today's guest is a very special guest who doesn't come here very often because her and Mark fight like children.
That's not true.
That
It is a little bit true.
is factually correct. So I'm going to play parent for this episode as I deal with childhood squabbles between Mark and our guest. And the guest, I'm not going to give them an introduction because we've got these song things now and I think they're great and I really, really like them. So I'm just going to let the song introduce our fabulous guest for this episode.
The chaos is here, the tension is tight. It's the one you all love, it's Texas Twilight. Our long-time pal, the queen of the scare. Wednesday wine and horror, annoy her if you dare. She's Scott's crime partner, Mark's true friend, with voicemail rants that often never end. She's here to tell us off and she's bringing the heat. Heather's in the house, now you better take a seat.
Terrible.
I love it. You definitely need that as your ringtone for your phone now.
Oh my God. It's all true. It's all true.
Welcome back. Anyone who doesn't know Heather,
Hi.
Heather is my co-host on True Crime. She's also
I am.
one of my favorite people on the entire planet. There are very few.
I am.
You are
OG trifectas in the house tonight.
Yes. But no
Yeah.
maniac. We're not going to have any of that shenanigans
No,
right
no.
now.
Not yet.
No. However, Wednesday Wine and Horror podcast is still available. If you want to hear an episode where me, Mark, and Heather can't actually get words out without
Look.
swearing, go and listen to Maniac because that was awesome.
It was.
I didn't
brilliant.
even edit it. I was like, Scott, can you fix this for me? Because I don't know what the fuck I did. So drunk. Could not remember recording. Don't know what I said. That was messy.
I
It was
can't
like
wait
a
for
one
you to
night
start
stand.
drinking again.
Yeah.
I bet a lot of people can't wait.
I'm so
Oh,
glad
God.
Heather's here. It's very rare that all three of us together.
Yeah, for sure.
It takes a lot of organization to make this happen. And man, you're going to really enjoy it too. Today, we are going to be reviewing a movie that I love. I don't think it's
Mhm.
talked about enough. And it is a banger from 1988 that Heather picked, because Heather picked the entire poll. So whatever was going to win, Heather
Mhm.
was on board with it. We got
I
Pumpkinhead
was.
from 1988. So after his son is killed by arsehole bikers in a hit and run, due to some diabolically bad parenting that we'll talk about later, Ed Harley is out for revenge and seeks out the local witch to help him with that. With a little
Mhm.
bit of guidance, he managed to summon the vengeful demon of Pumpkinhead to hunt down and kill the teens who murdered his son. But it
Mhm.
doesn't take long for Ed to realize that maybe he's got a little bit of buyer's remorse and decides to take on the creature himself because he's a little bit more linked to it than he thought he was.
Mhm.
This film is an underrated gem. Like, Lance Henriksen is fabulous. The effects from Stan Winston are otherworldly good. Like, this was made almost 40 years ago and it eclipses
Yeah.
99% of what comes out right now.
Mhm.
There are some issues with it, which we'll talk about when we get to. There are some problems I have with it, mainly
Mhm.
around Ed Harley's parenting. But I can't give this movie any less than a 4.5 out of 5 because I absolutely love it. I know where Heather is with this, but I'm gonna go to Mark because Mark is the
Yeah.
unknown factor in this. Where are
Yes.
you with Pumpkinhead?
So this was interesting for me because I've never seen this movie before. This was a first time
Yeah.
watch for me. I'm very familiar with who Pumpkinhead is. Basically, I think as a horror fan, it's hard to avoid knowing what the creature design of the character is. I had no idea what the plot was or how he even comes to be within
Mhm.
this whole universe of movies. And I was really taken aback by the deep dive into the lore and the fleshing out of the story that is Pumpkinhead. To be honest with you,
Mhm.
I was expecting a really schlocky kind of movie, which this is in many ways, but there's a lot of depth to it too, and a lot of emotion that comes with that as well. The stuff that happens with his son and the ending itself and the way that he sacrifices himself, spoiler alert, was
Mhm.
something that I found really shocking and caught me quite off guard.
Mhm.
But in all honesty, if I had to criticize anything, it would just be that I feel like I've caught this movie at the wrong time. I know full well that had I seen this 10, 15 years ago, it would be a
Mhm.
staple within my collection and within my viewing pleasures because I can see why it's so loved and so enjoyed. But for
Mhm.
me, I think I've just come at it at the wrong time, and there is nothing about it that I disliked. I would never say it's a bad movie because it's definitely exceeded expectations. But in doing so and exceeding expectations, it missed a lot of that. I was expecting to laugh at the quality of it, but instead I wasn't. I was impressed
Mhm.
by it, but also then taken aback, if that makes sense. It was a very much a product of its time. There is a lot of glowing highlights. Stan Winston's practical effects are fantastic. I was in awe with the cinematography and the color palette lighting, the
Mhm.
moonlight blues. I can't talk enough about moonlight blues on this podcast. I do it because it does it fantastically in the original
Mhm.
Halloween. Anytime I see it replicated, I'm mesmerized by it. And this movie does it flawlessly. All the exterior shots where everything's so blue, and then all the interior shots where everything's so deep blood red, especially around
Mhm.
the fires, looks fantastic. I think Lance Hendrickson's great. This is probably the only movie I've really seen him in outside of the Alien franchise, in all honesty. And I thought he was fantastic in this, taking the lead role. And there was just something I couldn't put my finger on with this movie where I was like, I just don't know what I'm missing, and I feel like it's just a timing thing, and that's all it can be.
Mm.
I certainly didn't hate it. I really enjoyed my experience with it, but it just wasn't reaching the levels that I wanted it to because it didn't fall short of being a bad movie where I was laughing at it, but it also didn't blow me away to the point where I was like,
Mhm.
"This is incredible." However, great practical effects. The story provided so much more than I ever expected it to. A lot of depth and a lot of heart within this film. But yeah,
Mhm.
it was okay. It was okay, and I'll give it a 3 out of 5.
Mhm.
Heather, where do you live with Pumpkinhead?
Actually, if you believe it or not, I'm going to agree a lot with what Mark said on it. I think what it's lacking is that it's lacking more story. And so you have less story and incredible practical effects, incredible creature design, right? You have all this beautiful lighting, everything he said. I love the reds, I love the blues too. Me and Mark have the same kind of taste in horror like that.
100%.
So, with that being said, I like he kind of said it all in my opinion, because I'm like, yeah, that's exactly how I felt when I was watching it last night. I was like, when I watched it as a child,
Yeah.
I thought the Pumpkinhead was super scary. I thought there was like so much more like gore, and it was just it like freaked me out. And then rewatching it, I was like, Ed Harley, the character of the dad, he was more terrifying than the Pumpkinhead design. Granted, the Pumpkinhead design was fantastic. Him changing at the end right before he takes his own life, he was spookier. But again, like it's lacking story because there's not a lot of substance to it. It's like you land at the fruit stand, the death happens of the little boy, and then revenge. That's it. Like there's not, it is lacking story points. And I think that's just a thing of the 80s, to be honest with you. It came out in 88. I was like 5 years old. I didn't see it at 5, but I probably saw it early 90s. So I was like 9-10 years old the first time I saw it. But yeah, I think that's kind of my opinion. So I would probably give it, actually, to be honest with you, I'd probably give it a 2.5 out of 5. Just barely under his. And it's only because I also, for something like that, when I was a kid, it was probably a 5 out of 5.
And I think when you watch
But
something in
now it's not.
hindsight, it can massively affect your opinion on something. When you have such high expectations of what your memory of something is, and then you go back and watch it again, and you're like, shit, man. What
I
the fuck?
don't have the same memory. I don't have the same memory because I swear to you that the Pumpkinhead was more ferocious. He was like scarier. And then when you think about it, the lore of it, it's almost kind of silly and childish in a way, because it's just like he's Pumpkinhead, not because he looks like a pumpkin, because he's in a pumpkin patch, question mark. It's
I will
a
give the
little
movie credit for
convoluted.
that. I did like that. I
Yeah.
loved the pumpkin graveyard, and I especially like the changes
yeah.
within the character himself as they start to morph into each other. That final scene where like he looks like Lance Hendrickson, I was like, whoa,
He does, and he's got the necklace on. Yeah,
they both just start looking like each other. I was like, oh shit, like this is a level of depth I didn't expect from this movie. That's really, really cool. You know,
it's got good points. It's got the good points. It does, and it's got a lot more like emotional stuff. Like when his son was killed, I almost cried. I was like, what the fuck? I don't remember this as a child. I remember that happening, but like as a child, I don't think it affected me. And now as a mother, I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm not supposed to be upset.
Yeah.
It was very traumatizing.
I was also angry as a dad going, we'll talk about it when we get to it. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to fully pull apart this film.
Tracking lines and fuzzy screens, the wildest sights you've ever seen. From car boot sales to rare finds too. Garrett brings the past to you. Video Tasty's the place to be. For cult films and retro TV. Dust off the tape, hit play today. The West Wales shop, here's a click away. Saturdays are for the spooky vibes. With Chrissy D and Nino by your side. From cryptid legends to the ghosts of old, there's a brand new mystery to unfold. Paranormal misfits, the show you need, where the strange and the creepy take the lead. The Bisties are waiting for every ghoul. Join the misfits and break the rule.
So head over to yourunpodcast.com. There you'll find all of the shows of the You Run Podcast Network. You don't need to go to any other site. It's not links that take you elsewhere. You literally click on their show and you can listen to them straight on our website. Also, something we've added is a search feature. So if you are looking for a particular movie or a particular topic, go to the show you want to hear talk about it, type in that name, and it will take you straight to that episode. So go and do that. Also on our website, you've got links to all of our socials. We are at You Run Podcast, absolutely everywhere. If you really want to get involved and help pick the episodes, go to Instagram. TikTok is where I talk about movies in various different forms, and Instagram's kind of where I do everything else. I'm everywhere else too. The whole show's everywhere else too. So yeah, go and check us out. Also, the most important link you will ever find, our Patreon link, because on Patreon you get early access to this show with no ads. So you don't need to listen to this bit of the show. It's completely gone, and you just get the full review. It takes about 8 minutes off each episode, but you also get them almost a week early. You also get episodes of True Crime. You get True Crime Extra. You get this show extra, horror movie review extra. And they're completely new shows that do different topics within the horror and true crime space. There's so much on there, so go and check that out as well. And like I say, you get ad-free episodes, so you don't have to listen to ads like this.
SWF Cop Pow is bringing you a night of wrestling you will never forget. Sunday, the 12th of July, Oasis Academy, Southampton. Thrilling entrances, jaw-dropping moves, and raw intensity. Plus former WWE superstar Scotty 2 Hotty. To book tickets, go to kapowwrestling.co.uk.
So make sure you go and book tickets, kapowwrestling.co.uk. You get to go and see Scotty 2 Hotty, and also while you're there, you get to meet this Scotty 2 Hotty. And I guarantee you, after that event, there will be a photograph of me and Scotty 2 Hotty that's going to live somewhere on the wall behind me, where two Scotty 2 Hotties came together in a single moment.
I'd love to live in a world of delusion like you. It must be incredible.
It's beautiful. My world of rose tinted glasses, where I'm the best thing in the world, is such a nice place to live.
It's all about confidence, baby. There you go.
Fake it till you make it.
I hate
That's
you so
right.
much.
Sometimes you
I
have
really do.
to.
Also, there is a collaboration coming with Kapow Wrestling, which will be up on our Patreon in the next 3 or 4 weeks, which you do not want to miss. There'll be some. I'm pretty sure when I start putting clips across socials, our Patreon is going to explode because people will want to see what's happening. So yeah, there's all of that. So go and do all of those wonderful things. And that has been your advertisement for this episode. I want to say one thing straight off the bat. The prologue to this movie is fucking abysmal.
The fucking rolling credit sequence before we even get into it's about 17 minutes long.
You get the rolling credits, then you get the prologue. Like, this is set in 1950 something. This cabin looks like it's from 1842.
Girl, I was like, I seen a rat, not a cat. Like it was giving colonial vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's almost like the opening of The Witch. It's that fucking back in time, but it's like 1957. We don't have a TV, we don't have a radio, and Dad's going out to fight the big pumpkin monster because he won't let his friend in the door. And I'm like,
He just has a shotgun.
We don't need any
normal.
Yeah,
it was giving like I was like, I'm uncomfortable because they all in the same fucking room. I need my own space.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Can you imagine growing up in a time
different.
period like that?
No.
Like, where you can just not escape.
100%.
The murder rate of like
No.
domestic violence must have been through the roof back in those
Well, it
days.
was very common then, but I feel like country folk like that probably not as maybe not because they were like simple, right? That sounds mean, but it is true. Is it true or is it mean? I don't know. Anyways, they were simple though. Like, did you not see their house? Their shack?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, it's very unusual for us because that's a very American style thing.
Yeah.
For us in the UK,
not for
it was
me.
just towns on top of towns on top of towns. So even back in those days, it was like Sweeney Todd style shit. So we wouldn't, you didn't have the vastness of land to play with like you did in America.
Yeah.
No, and you say about domestic abuse. I found out something today, literally about 2 hours ago, which blew my mind. So in the UK, beating your wife was a noisy thing. So it was
What do you mean by noisy?
It made a lot of noise when you beat your wife and she screamed. It was frowned upon in society back in the 50s. So they made a law that you were not allowed to beat your wife between the hours of 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. And honestly, it blew my fucking mind. I found it out like about an hour ago when I was scrolling.
That's an actual thing.
That's an actual thing. So in the 50s, they introduced a law where you couldn't beat your wife between 10 and 7.
See, it's funny how times are changing, man, because I feel like soon there's going to be a law introduced where women can't beat their men within the hours of certain periods of the day.
Arrest me,
Funny how
then.
things come so full circle, isn't it?
Arrest me, because y'all ever see those reels where they're like, "What does a woman who beats their man look like?" Look at me. Y'all see my face? This would be me.
I do worry for Steven regularly. I'll be honest with
He's
you.
like a foot taller than me, bro. Like
It
but
doesn't
that don't
matter.
mean nothing to me. That don't mean nothing to me.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
ain't got
can't imagine
time.
it does. I cannot imagine it does. I'm so glad we live in different continents. I'll be honest.
I'm
with
a short queen and he's a tall king, but like little people are feisty, okay?
you.
you
Yeah,
say
I
that
know.
though, Mark.
I'm married to one of them.
Yeah, Mark, you're the same as me. If your missus raises
Yep.
her hand, you will flinch.
Oh,
It's a-
100%. She can walk past me in a room, and I'm like, "Whoa, where'd you come from?"
Yeah, Pumpkinhead. Is that Pumpkinhead? No, that's just my wife. 100% though.
So we get the prologue, which is fucking diabolical, and then we
Yeah,
get
didn't
to
bother me.
Ed and his son. And his son is the most Macaulay Culkin looking
Yeah.
motherfucker they could
Immediately, I was
find.
like, "He can't see without his glasses."
Girl, stop. Those bees. He was allergic. Anyways, I thought he looked like the little kid from Jerry Maguire. You know who
Yeah.
I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But with glasses. I don't remember in Jerry Maguire. I didn't watch that film. I don't like Tom Cruise. But anyways, I'm not a Tom Cruise fan. So I know the reference to it, but
He looks very similar as well to the guy who like lives with
Yeah.
Stuart Little. I don't know if you had Stuart
yeah,
Little.
yeah.
Like
No,
that
yeah.
kid.
Mhm.
And obviously he's definitely not.
He
because
just
of
looked
the
like a
time.
little blonde, nondescript boy.
He's just
with
like every 6-year-old boy.
glasses.
yeah, and like
Basically.
they show quite a good
Oh,
relationship
God.
with him and his dad. Like his dad's like
Yeah.
really nice and like helps him wash his hands. He's telling him stories and like you can see his dad's really fucking busy with work as well and trying to balance his accounts. It's like,
Yeah.
are we going to do stories now? And his dad's like, do you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Closes his like logbook for his accounts and then
Mhm.
starts telling a story. I'm like, oh, they're a really nice family. They're really cute and really sweet.
He's
He's
a
like,
good dad. I don't know what you were beefing on earlier.
look,
I'll be
he's
honest.
a
Yeah,
good
I
dad
don't-
until they go. So they go to
I know, Mark.
they go to their store. They've got a little general like grocery store where they sell fruit
Yeah.
and vegetables,
Mhm.
and they're there. And then you get all these teens rock up on their like with their trailer and their motocross bikes, and
Mhm.
we'll get to them in a minute. But
Yeah.
Ed Harley's like there, and he's watching these kids be rowdy outside. And he brings his son inside. Again, great parenting. He's
And
then
that dog, don't forget that dog. I got
I love
beat
that dog.
fucking dog. No, fuck
I
that
love-
dog for real. That's the
Dog.
enemy.
I like it. I love the dog. That dog.
That dog is the reason why this shit happened.
well, this is true. But so the dad is serving one of the local. I'm going to call him a local hillbilly because that's what he is with all
Yeah.
of his kids.
Yeah, oh, the big scruffy guy. I don't remember his
Yeah.
name, but like, yeah.
And he's like, oh shit, I forgot to bring your feed down. I'll drop it round to you later. He's like, okay, cool. And then
Mhm.
with that, like 2 seconds later, the dad just leaves a 6-year-old
son.
boy completely alone in an
It's the 80s,
unlocked
man.
shop.
Mm.
It was
It was
wild
raw.
to me. It was
Yeah,
I feel like he
I
did
mean-
it all the time.
It is wild. Don't get me wrong. Like in hindsight,
Yeah.
it's very wild to do that. I have a girl who is a very similar age, and I would never dream of doing such a
No,
thing.
I would never leave my children, even like if I go to the bathroom, they fucking follow me anyways. But like leaving
Exactly.
them physically somewhere else and going to a different location, absolutely not. I barely leave my teenage children home. But
This is right, but
yeah,
I mean, I
this is
remember growing
rural.
up. It's a time thing. I remember growing up and not seeing my
Yeah.
parents for like 3 days, and not even
Thank
being concerned by
you.
it. You know, like I was a survivalist. I could manage. You know, I knew how to make
Yeah.
toast.
We're
Toast
different
was great.
though.
You know,
but this kid
Yeah.
can't survive. This kid has zero fucking survival skills whatsoever.
It's not his fault. It's that stupid
Exactly.
fucking
Wasn't
dog.
his fault.
That dog, that dog was like, oh, I hear a sound. Let me run, because that's what dogs be doing, right? And so the little boy's like, I have to go chase after him. Gypsy's the dog's name. Fuck that dog. But like,
Fuck that dog.
seriously,
Oh, that dog.
no, I don't care. That dog caused it.
Yeah,
No.
I'd agree. You say the dog
I'm
caused it.
so upset.
Let's talk about the group of teens because the group of teens are a bunch of fucking weirdos anyway. You've got like, I don't know any of their names. So we've got
They're not teens, my dear. Though conservatively, they're like 46 and a half.
conservatively, they're older than we are. But yeah,
No, like seriously, they're in their 20s
they're
and
older
30s,
than me and Heather
100%.
are.
Heather's the same age as
Oh.
me.
You're a little
Oh.
older than me. He is. Okay,
He is,
you're like
and it shows as well,
little
Heather. I
bit.
can see it. It reflects well.
young
Wow.
queen.
It's a gag that's never going to die, my friend. I'm sorry.
Who's your daddy?
Yuck City. Unless it's Patrick Wilson. Anyways, let's continue the group. I have a fun fact about one of the guys. So yes.
Yeah, so you've
Oh.
got like the guy who does the actual incident where the one who hits him,
He's
is
the
like,
brother, the older
yeah.
brother.
he's main dick guy. Like he's just an asshole.
asshole.
And his girlfriend is the most oppressed, downtrodden woman ever. And I was like,
You
oh,
saw
you're
him
such a-
push her down. Like
Yeah.
he was like
there is more
domestic
domestic
abusing
violence conversations on this episode than I genuinely expected there to be. I'll be
But
honest with you.
she was like, look, she's like, he loves me. But he just like pushed you down in the dirt. And she
Yeah.
took it.
And the fact he was like on his way there, he's like, yeah, hey bitch, get me a beer. And she's like,
Oh
okay,
my God.
sweetheart. And like leaves
I
in the back
know.
and opens it for him and everything. I'm like,
Yeah,
wow.
Not in this life.
absolute lad.
And then you've got the other ones. You've got the nondescript couple. Like you've got the photographer and her.
Who end up
yeah.
being the final girls of
His
the
name
movie.
is
by the way.
Chris. He had curly hair with. I was like, he got that vest on and a button down, so he was not fucking playing around. He had
Nope.
two things on.
Yeah,
So
and you've
yeah,
got
he was
those,
dorky.
and then you've got like the younger brother and his girlfriend. And
Yes.
honestly, you could have
Yes.
interchanged any of this
Right.
cast with anyone else, and it would have made no difference whatsoever.
No.
Okay, so did you not recognize the younger brother?
No, but you're going to tell me.
Yes, I am going to tell you, Mark. You are correct. You win the showcase showdown.
Oh.
So he is TJ from Slumber Party Massacre 2. The
Oh,
creepy dude.
Yeah,
You don't know
he
his.
is.
You could not tell by his voice. He still has the same affect in his voice. He's like, "Yeah, man." Like literally, it's so funny because he's the first one killed off anyway. Like,
yeah.
bye. But like, I was like, "Oh, that's Slumber Party Massacre 2." So they have like a crossover character. So,
Oh, how lovely that it's come full circle on this episode with Slumber Party.
but I mean, he's done like nothing else. Don't
No.
look his credits.
Did you
up.
not catch the other celebrity cameo in this movie as well?
Hold on. I went blank. I think I know what you were going to tell me, but I went blank because I was
The
looking
young
at
girl, the young girl with brunette hair, who's part of the hillbilly family, who's all circling, screaming, "Pumpkinhead, Pumpkinhead!"
Who was she? Yes, who was
It's
she?
Sheldon's girlfriend from The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, it is. It's
Malika Balika. I can't
That's
remember.
it.
her name.
Yeah. She
Yeah,
has
yeah,
a
that's
weird
her.
name. It's-
Yeah, that's her.
Okay,
That's like one of
yeah.
her first roles before she came Blossom.
And
That's right.
and stupidly, I should have known because everything I used to share, like the
Yes.
upcoming to this episode, I used her as a hashtag because I knew she would get traction.
Okay. Also, wait a minute. I just remembered Dick Warlock. He's also in this film. He plays a back character. You know, he's the stunt guy for Halloween 2, Michael Myers. You know,
I know.
he was in it too. I knew you knew.
Yeah, I do. And the hillbilly
What?
guy who they forget to give the seed to is also the older gentleman from They Live, which we watched recently,
That-
just to bring everything all together.
Yes, I've never seen that, but like I have a good photographic memory. I just can't remember people's names all the
The
time.
only one that I didn't
But-
really pinpoint, and I feel like I should know, and I feel like if I Googled, I probably would. So the older teen who's constantly helping Lance Hendrickson.
Yeah.
Bunt. That was his name. I thought it was weird. But
Yeah.
yeah.
He has that face where I'm like, this is probably something you've tried to bury within your career, but if I Googled you now, you're probably actually something really big, because he was great in the movie as well. He did a
I
fantastic
think I
job.
saw him when I was on IMDb, just kind of trying to get some stuff fresh from my mind. And I was like, I don't recognize him from anything. I mean, he does have a long catalog. He's been in quite a few things.
Oh, so he
But
has
I
done
didn't
stuff.
recognize him. Yes,
Hmm.
he was like he's still alive and everything. Born in the like late 60s, I think, or something. So I don't know. I don't know him like from anything other than Pumpkinhead. That's it. That's all I know.
No, I don't. But if I was like a movie casting director person and watched him in this role, I'd be like, oh, this kid's great. He's going to do good
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to say I think that the child death in this rivals the child death in Pet Sematary.
I think it's worse, and I don't know why it's not spoken about more. The aftermath of it is just brutal because he doesn't even die instantly. He's just like completely fucked and mangled, and like his dad then carries him off, and then
But
the
when he
scene
said-
where he dies with his dad in his arms.
He's like, Daddy. Yeah.
I'm
Like,
like, oh
voice,
no, I
horrible.
can't watch this shit.
I
thought this
know.
was a fun creature feature slasher. What are you doing to me?
It's
But
got
when he-
that emotional stuff.
when the dad first gets there, his son is still alive. Granted,
Yes,
he's
no,
been,
I know. He'd
well,
been alive the whole time.
Yeah, he's been decimated by a scrambler bike at about 100 miles an hour, but he's still
Yeah.
alive. And his dad makes the decision to pick him up, put him in the truck, and drive
Yeah, I
him
don't
to a
like-
witch's house instead of the fucking hospital. What the
See,
fuck?
Well, he
is
drives
this
that
him
dad
was-
home
doing?
first. He drives him
That's-
home and cleans him up with a flannel. And
The
lets him-
hospital is
instead of
right
taking him
there.
to a hospital, he just takes him home and cleans him up. He dies
That's
at
what
home
I
in
was
his
thinking.
arms,
It-
and then he puts him in the car, drives him around for a bit, trying to find information of these other
Yes,
people,
from the
and
other
then-
guy.
and finally decides, oh right, well you can take me to the witch, and then he
Yeah.
goes to
Yeah.
the witch with him.
But the thing is, on the way home, he went past a free clinic, a doctor's surgery, and a hospital to get home to clean him up.
Maybe. It's
And
so
then on-
rural there.
It is
Well,
very rural, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they are almost as out in the sticks as Mark, but like, there's still medical facilities there. Like, someone must.
That was my thinking too, Scott. The whole time I'm just like, okay, immediately once you saw that your child was injured, you just like, my mind goes to, let's get to emergency services ASAP. I understand, deal with the accident and stuff later, because the guy, his name was Steve. He was the one that played the younger brother, whose older brother hit him. Like, he genuinely, everybody was really upset that they had hurt this child, except for the fucking douchebag that actually did it. He's like, I can't go back to jail. And it's like, you should. You're beating your girlfriend. On top of, he had already gotten in trouble for something. So it's
the
like
fact
insane.
that the younger brother stays,
Yes.
and he's like, after the younger brother stayed and Lance Henrik has stared a hole through him, he goes back up to the cabin where all of the teens are, and they're like, what happened? A bit by this time, Dick guy has locked a couple in a bed in a
He like
closet.
knocks one of them out. He knocks
Yeah.
the dude out, and then
Because they
he's
wanna-
like, yeah,
Yeah, because they want to call the police, and his younger brother
he's
gets like,
crazy.
it mental. He's like, what happened? And the younger brother's like, oh well, he's okay, and like the dad got him now, so I think it'll all be okay. He's like, what did the dad say? He's like, nothing. He just stared at me. He's like, don't fucking lie to me. What did he say? He's like, nothing. He just stared at me. I'm like, fuck.
Hey,
But
I'm
this
going to
is
say
it, right?
something real quick.
Yeah, you go on. You go.
Sorry,
first,
Mark.
No, you're all right. You go
Stephen
first.
Stephen was texting me, and he's like, I can kind of hear you talking. His dad should have fucking taken the boy with him and not left him at the thing. And then he says, plus those guys were just acting like they can ride wherever they want to. He should have told him to get off his property. Okay, Clint Eastwood, it don't work that way.
He's got a point though, and Stephen is right.
He does. We argued a little bit about it. Last night, because that was his take. He's more on Scott's side of being like, he's horrible parenting because he let this happen, and I'm like, I don't believe that he let it happen. But yeah, it was just funny because I was like, it was just a freak accident, but.
It was a
Super
freak
sad.
accident, and that's the end of it. Do you know
Super
what I mean?
sad.
I think regardless, shit like this happens all the time. Freak
Yeah.
accidents happen all the time, and you're always looking for someone
Yeah.
to blame. And I think for us to be here,
For
like
sure.
he was a shit dad, I don't think so. I think the movie did a good job of showing us that he was a fantastic dad, and he really
He was a
cared.
desperate dad. I think he was
Yeah.
just so desperate. That's why he wanted to go to the witch, because he thought, oh, she's going to bring my son back to life. But like, as we find out, that's not her powers. That's not
No.
what she does.
No, that doesn't work like that. But I think for me, before we got slightly sidetracked, I think the reason talking about the actual cast of characters within this movie, and I think that's this is what the reasoning is of why my score was so low for this movie, and that's because not at one point throughout character development of anybody in this film do you find yourself in a position of focus, because you can't root for the dad because he's a dick in what he's doing and why he's doing it. And then even later on when he tries to redeem himself by saving the kids.
Yeah.
Asshole behavior. However, secondly, the characters that you're supposed to be sort of rooting for against Pumpkinhead, none of them are likable.
Yeah.
None of them have main sort of stay. I mean, although all of them do care for the child in the moment, it's like it's a really weird tonal shift within horror movie sort of stereotypes, as in like you either have like a group of innocent children, camps, summer camps, all the rest of it, and there's a slasher killer, and you want them all to survive, or you have a group of dickhead kids that you want to get RoboCop the shit out of, and all of them die, and you're rooting for the villain. However, this movie very much bit and bats between who you're supposed to be supporting and who you're supposed to be focusing on your attention on. And that's one of the most conflicting elements that I found about Pumpkinhead was the lack of true focus on the protagonist, because for me, there is no protagonist in this movie. And
there's not a single one.
That's the faltering issue that I found, was I'm so constantly back and forth of who's my main focus, who should I be cheering on within this film, because that's a key element in any horror movie. You have to attach yourself to somebody to be like, you can do this, come on, fuck this dude, let's go, get up, let's go, keep going. You don't have that in this movie, and I found that to be the most difficult thing for me to keep my focus, you know, and it kept my focus. It's a simple 90-minute movie. It obviously kept my focus,
it's a quick watch.
But my issue was like, I couldn't remember a character's name because none of them even matter, regardless. Like you said, nobody really matters within this movie. A Lance Hendrickson character is completely bitting and batting between who he should and shouldn't be. And I don't think that's a problem with him as an actor. I just think that's the story that's being given.
I think it's a thing of the 80s and a lot of the scripts, and a lot of the times when you have films like this, the characters are one note. That's it. They have no attributes. They're one note. That's it.
But even Pumpkinhead as a villain, he's not a villain. No. He's seeking retribution and revenge for something that's awfully happened to him. So, like, it's like, so are we supposed to be cheering on Pumpkinhead in this movie? Are we supposed to be supporting his actions, even though a lot of the characters he's dismembering and attacking? I'm constantly conflicted with every kill in this movie, and I'm like, she didn't deserve that, but at the same time, he also did. So it's like, how do you pigeonhole your aim? And it's like, I think that's one of the main focuses that completely misguided where the movie was going.
Yeah, I think 100%. One of the things that gets me on board with this movie and the characters that I really do like, one is Haggis. I think Haggis the Witch is phenomenally good. Mark's lost audio. He's lost his mic. He's lost his mic. He's lost his mic.
And now I can't plug it back in because of the pressure.
Are you back with us? Are you in the room with us? No, nope, he's silent
now.
Such a lust for revenge.
Are you back now?
It just got caught in the leg and then it disconnected, and then the pressure, I couldn't put it back in.
Sure. Lame.
Don't get me wrong. At a certain age, Mark, we all get performance anxiety and we can't get it back in. It happens to the best of us. I really like Haggis. I think Haggis is arguably the best character in this. Yeah. This witch is...
She's spooky.
She is witch level 2, really severe horror, but she would also fit in a Tim Burton movie perfectly.
Yeah. I feel like she was like Evil Dead vibes too, like kind of an Evil Dead. She looked kind of, I don't know, just the makeup is great.
The makeup is incredible.
Yeah,
like, all the way through it, I was like, wow, fucking hell, this looks better than most. You know, I was like, I've seen shit look worse than this that came out 4 weeks ago.
I love the fact that she's so matter of fact as well. So Ed Harley's like, he won't say it, but he's basically like, I want revenge. And she's like, you need to say it, Ed Harley. You need to say what you need. She's all
why is your leprechaun-y as well, by the way?
I don't know, but I like it.
Warwick Davis.
she also, when he says, I want them to pay, I want revenge, she's like, well, that's cool, you want that, but now you need to understand that comes with a very heavy price. I'm not going to tell you what that price is, but it's fucking heavy. And he basically goes, do you know what? I don't care what it is. They just killed my son. Do it.
Yeah.
Why didn't he do it himself, though? That was my biggest thing. It's like, you've already shown us already when you was putting out that fire that you're a pretty stacked dude for a man of your age. Why just not go beat the shit out of these boys?
Because I feel like he had the idea that going to her, because he's like, oh, I heard she's a witch and she can do these things. And at first, like it was said, he thought that maybe she could bring his son back to life. So I still think he had that intent in his mind, or that idea in his mind, that he's like, you know, and she tells him, that's not one of my powers. Like, I can't do that. I can't summon the dead, but I can do this for you, which is actually far worse when you think about it, because we're not dealing with Pet Cemetery shit, right? Where they're burying them, bringing them back. That's terrifying. We're dealing with something that's like, we want revenge. He wanted revenge, but at what cost do you want revenge? Pumpkinhead did kill innocent people that had nothing to do. They did not want the little boy to die, nor did they cause him to die. You would think it's only should be after the one guy who did it, right?
Yeah.
But the whole friend
That
group
was
gotta
my
go.
issue. Yeah, that was my issue.
Yeah.
Was like, because especially with the opening to this movie, we get this introduction of this character who's being accused of this murder, and he even says, "Look, I didn't actually even do it. I just said I did because it was like easier for me to just admit to it than try and fucking plead my case." And he gets done in by Pumpkinhead, which we later find out the young boy in the cabin is actually Lance Hendrickson. So his disbelief and discontent for what this situation is blew my mind, because I'm like, you've seen this, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, he saw it. He saw what happened to the man because he saw the shadow of him being killed.
Yeah, and I'm like, you're digging up this baby fetus surrounded by pumpkins, which, by the way, set design on this scene and the fog and the mist.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. It looked incredible. Same for the witch's cabin. The backdrop scenes when it pans out and you see the witch's cabin, I'm like, oh, that shit looks fucking amazing.
There's a reason why this movie is still so highly regarded in horror pop culture stuff. It's not because the movie's that good. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. It's not a great movie at all.
No,
it is because of the
Stan Winston.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason it stands up to the test of time.
Yeah, and like when you look at the set designs, the cemetery and the cabins, multiple cabins in this movie, it almost looks like Sam Raimi and Tim Burton. Like Sam Raimi,
they all had
and
a
Tim
baby.
Burton, they walked in together and went, "Yeah, right. You take the cabins, the cemetery's mine." And then they just fucked shit up and went, "Right, cool. You good, Sam? Right. See you later. You get on, Stan. You do what you do." And honestly, like that graveyard with the elevated platform, because like he's like, how will I know which one to dig up? So, oh, you'll know, trust me. And you get there and you've got like this raised like 8-foot high platform with a single tombstone. I was like,
with pumpkins all around it. I was like,
it
might be this one. I would try your luck here first.
It'll be that one. When Pumpkinhead is up,
cool. Fucking
like
cool.
His original, like when he births and he's like starts to come to life and he starts to develop all his features, these practical effects are mind-bendingly good.
It's insane to me that a human did that. It always, and so that's why I think I like basically hate CGI. And I'm going to say what I said. I just do not care for it. I know it's used.
Amen, sister.
Right? Like sometimes you need it, right? Because we don't live in the 80s anymore. Nobody uses practical effects hardly anymore. What producer, director are you going to find that's going to really use that? They're all dead now, basically. Like nobody does it. So you have to take that appreciation. And that's what I love, because I'm looking at this creature and I'm like, this dude also did Jurassic Park.
He also did Aliens.
That shit, that shit looked real as fuck. Them dinosaurs looked real. Like, how do you do
Stan
this?
Winston's a man. Stan Winston's a man. And he directed this movie as well, which blew my mind. I don't know if Stan Winston directed anything outside of this movie.
I
know he's known for his practical effects work. But when I watched the credits, the 12-hour opening credits to this movie, and it said
it did be showing it.
I knew he was involved with the practical effects work, but when it said directed by Stan Winston, I was like, oh, holy shit. Like,
this is probably just his little project that he wanted to do. Not all people are created equal to direct or produce, right? But he does great. He passed away, 2008, I think?
Yeah.
He's passed away a long time ago. But I've not seen Alien.
The fact that we're comparing
Terminator.
2008 as a long time ago really worries me. I'll be honest with you.
It's almost 20 years ago, Mark.
Yeah, that's crazy. How do we feel about Pumpkinhead's rampage? Because I like the fact that they don't make a thing of showing you everything, so you get a lot of hands and a lot of hands grabbing heads and lifting, like this bit where he's like
twisting heads and shit.
Like that shit to me is so much.
I like it.
I don't want to see the whole monster. Show me his hand. Give me a side bit of his jaw. Like, don't get me wrong, he looks great when I see him all in the flesh, but the build to it where I don't see, like, you see it develop at the very beginning. And then there's a gap where you get lots of hands and lots of arms and lots of silhouettes before you get that big reveal. I like that, the restraint that's shown. in
I
showing
see. I have to
everything.
disagree with you because I don't think there is restraint in this movie, and that's one of my issues. Is Pumpkinhead is shown very clearly in the opening monologue
Okay.
on the top of the hill, killing that first victim, and then throughout the movie, he's on show a hell of a lot. And don't get me wrong, if I was Stan Winston, I'd be like, "This looks cool as shit. Let's show it at its
Yeah.
maximum," and he does throughout the movie. But one of my biggest gripes, barring the characters being the main issue, is the fact that Pumpkinhead is also the main issue. And I don't think it's because he looks bad, but they don't build up tension well enough to the reveal of how terrifying the character is. He's on show a lot, and the kills and executions that he performs throughout the movie are fucking very underwhelming. The only one that really stood out to me throughout all of it was the one where he took the girl up to the top of the tree and dropped her. Every other one just seems like it just seems like he just pulls them off screen and pulls that one off screen and then pulls this one off screen and chucks a motorbike at another one. And it's like nothing really, considering Stan Winston was involved in this. I'm like, dude, rip somebody's fucking spine out, please.
I do love the bit where they get to the church and like the hillbilly kids like, to the last two survivors, come with me to the church. It's holy ground. Like he can't walk in there. And the fact Pumpkinhead gets there, not only walks in, but then uses a cross to bash down the wall so he can get out the other side and chase her. I'm like, that's fucking brilliant. That's so funny.
I mean,
I will be honest with you, that scene where he does walk through the doorway of the church and there's a big glowing cross above his head. I was like, oh, that's fucking badass.
Yeah.
There's a lot of badass shots, and I hate to say this, like, because you know how me and Mark be arguing, but like, why are me and Mark agree? Like, I'm agreeing with too much that he's saying. After rewatching this movie, I'm like, oh, he's right. They showed the monster too much. It would be more terrifying if you didn't see the monster as much because it's the unknown. It's the same thing as when you watch a movie like, let's say, Hereditary. It's always my 10. I hate it. I fucking will never watch it again. But it's those dark corners where you don't see something, but you see something. You're like, there's something there. No, it's not. And you can't fucking sleep, right? For days like me.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you show the monster, you're just showing it all. Like you're giving all the milk for free, right? You're just letting them all hang out. So that's kind of.
And again, considering his work on Alien as well, was he involved in the original Alien or was it Aliens he came into? I can't remember.
Was it Alien?
Both,
because I mean, like you say, Alien is a masterclass in keeping shit in the dark.
They're hiding it. Yeah. You
like
want
the
the
xenomorph
silhouette.
is very rarely seen throughout the entirety of that movie up until the point where it's needed. And I think this would have worked very well, implying that similar sort of stance and having not even that first opening sequence where he kills the introduction character. You didn't even need to see Pumpkinhead. You just needed to see the blood splatter against the door.
You wanted to wait to see Pumpkinhead. So see, they could have kept Pumpkinhead almost like a secret. And it's like at the end, it's revealed like this is the horrifying creature, because I think it adds up to your anxiety and your stress of like, what does he look like? I don't know. And you see him in the flesh, and then you're like more terrified because you don't know what has been attacking everybody until you see it.
And
so that makes sense.
It's that age-old balance of movie making with horror movie creatures. And the thing is, like, your imagination will do a hell of a lot more damage than anything that can be shown on screen. And sometimes sometimes that can be detriment to the movie. And I feel like you have to introduce snippets enough so that you can piece together what it's going to look like. And if it looks better than what you've incorporated in your brain, that's perfect. Like you can do too little and leave your imagination to run completely wild to the point where when the reveal is given to us, it can be very underwhelming because you've already built something better up within your mind. And I think that's one of the things where you have to masterclassly get it done right, where you show bits that you can then piece all the puzzles together to get kind of what they're showing, so that when you get it, it's not disappointing and it's not averting expectations. However, in this movie, we get it too soon, so you know what it looks like, you know how it's going to be. And then for me, I think it just disappointed me a little bit. And then again, had I had some more graphic and gorier kills throughout, I would have forgiven those things more. But the fact
it was just underwhelming.
It was underwhelming, and it was just but it wasn't underwhelming in terms of the design of the creature, because he looks fantastic and Stan Winston did an amazing job with the practical effects of making it. It's just he was like, this is fucking awesome. I love how cool this thing looks.
I feel like that's where I feel like that's where most of everything went into, is like the fact that you have this amazing creature design. And so that's just showcased throughout the film. And you're losing the lackluster of the story. You're losing the lackluster of the kills. You're not
Yeah.
getting like heads ripped off, arms ripped off. Pumpkinhead, in my mind, I'm thinking he holds a guy, rips his arms off, throws them out, right? You're thinking that, I
Yeah.
swear to you, when I was a child, it's like that's what I almost remember. Maybe I watched a different movie.
Maybe
I
you
watched
might watch the
something else.
sequel.
Oh, there's three, I think, right, Scott?
Yeah, there
There's
is.
three?
Yeah.
There is, yeah.
Three of
This
these.
is the best one.
It is.
This
Yeah,
is the
really.
best
Oh,
one.
that's annoying, and we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
How do you all feel about, like, Ed Harley makes the decision that he's going to go back to the witch, and he goes
Uh-huh.
back to the witch and goes, I don't really like what's happening. And the witch is like, well, I'm not being funny. I fucking told you there were consequences. This shit
She
needs to
did.
play out.
Hmm.
Now, for me, as a parent who would have watched my child die,
Mhm.
I would have let this play out. I would have been like, do you know what? Fuck these kids. I don't know which one of them mowed down my son. They can fucking all get it. I don't think
Mm.
I would have the level of,
I don't know.
well, I think this is wrong. I think my moral compass is slightly off anyway, but my moral compass on this would have been, one of these motherfuckers killed my kid. I don't know which one it is. So yeah, do you know
Yeah.
what? I'm gonna let this nasty ass, big
I
ass
don't know.
monster rip them all apart.
See, for me,
I feel like
I would
I
have
don't
been the
know.
Jason Voorhees of himself, and I would have just done that shit. I wouldn't need no witch doctor to fucking execute this order for me. Had I been in his
Mm.
situation, and I just think one of the biggest things that let me down was the convenience of this situation. Like, had he not heard
Yeah.
the screams, he wouldn't have been asked. But the fact that coincidentally the two cabins seem to be next door to each other, to the
Yeah,
point
yeah,
where
yeah.
he's hearing the scream, so he's like then has a second guess of his decision. I'm like, bearing in mind, if he had not have heard the scream of the first killing, he probably wouldn't have given this no mind, and he'd have gone to bed, and he'd have woke up the next day, and the
Mhm.
order would have been executed, and there would have been no worry regarding the
Probably.
situation. So, movie's got a movie, and I get it, and they've got to show that conflicting opinion within him and in battling within himself. But this just ties back to my earlier discussion of just being like,
Mhm.
who is this character and who are we supposed to support? Because we've just spent the last 10 minutes thinking you're making a bad decision, dude. You shouldn't do this. And we're now thinking you're not the guy we're rooting for. But at the same time, the
Mhm.
characters that have been presented to us so far, we're not rooting for them, any of them either. Not purely because they're not bad people, but because they don't get enough development for us to care enough. So
Yeah.
Mm.
I think this was one of the weakest played out segments of the movie.
Yeah.
And I understand, yes, you have that moment of conflict within you of, oh shit, should I have done that? Should I not have done that? And he maybe does make the right decision, because at the end of the day, the situation was purely based on accident. And I understand his
Mhm.
initial rage to want to seek revenge, but there was a lot of innocent people and a lot of innocent bystanders within the group
Yeah.
of people that were there. And that's why
Yeah,
the
well,
He
decision
became
made was wrong.
regretful very quick, though, if you notice that, right? Because it's all of a sudden he's very vengeful. He wants to avenge his son's death, though it was accidental. He doesn't have a fucking clue who did it. I think he kind of knows what, maybe you could narrow it down to who did it. But it's like one of those things where he was so angry. And when you act on emotion, I think that movie kind of tells us, like, when you act on emotion, you're not acting rationally. And as a parent, as we're all parents, would we want to like rip somebody's fucking head off if our children got hurt or killed? Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't even know. In a world, I don't even know how I would survive or function. I could
I
not
would do
imagine.
hard
But
time.
So would I. Long time in prison for the things I would do. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
and I would smile in the courtroom and, did you do this? Yes, I did.
Yeah. Yeah, it always reminds me. Do you ever see that? Like, there's loads of those like sort of reels and clips and stuff on Instagram and things like that. Did you see that one where like that guy's son had been like done by a guy, and then they're walking him out the courtroom, and he's pretending to be on the payphone,
Yeah.
and then they're bringing him out, and he just
That's from that, like,
pop, pop, pop. He got
early
off on that,
90s.
but yeah, he got off on that as well. He got away, got scot free,
His
and I'm like,
son was
Yeah.
like sexually assaulted and molested or whatever. It's terrible.
and he
And
just
so,
gunned
yeah,
him
like,
down in a
100%.
courtroom
Fuck
on
yeah.
camera, and he got away with it. I was like, yeah, I would do.
I
the
feel
same
like
thing.
in that situation, when we're talking about, that's a different, for me, that's a totally different, obviously different situation. And but we're talking about how the little boy was just accidentally killed. Now that guy, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I watched that scene and I saw that motorcycle go in the air, I was like, "You ain't seen that motherfucking little blonde-headed boy right there. Get your ass out the way." And it
I
just
mean, you're
all
in midair,
seemed like
though. Like science gonna be
no, but it
science.
all
You can't
seems
like
so
move something.
silly. It seems so silly where it's almost one of those things where you're like, "Kid, y'all ain't see this motorcycle
Yeah.
move."
Yeah,
Oh, I hated that part
yeah.
because
It was very much Austin Powers.
exactly.
No,
Like you
kind of
had time
moment.
to move, and I feel like that guy just didn't give a fuck. I'm being honest, like he was an
No, he
asshole
didn't. He
anyway.
didn't. He just cared about himself.
But the whole point is that I think that Ed was. I don't think he wanted them to all die. I think in the moment, yes, he did because he's avenging his son. But like, look what happened. You did kill innocent people, and you didn't know.
Yeah, I think that you're right.
I don't know.
I think that I think I would have seen it through. I
Yeah.
do the best. Let's be honest. The best reveal of this movie is where Ed realizes that he is physically tied to this monster.
Yeah, you
That
become
bit
it or whatever.
when he gets hurt and the monster's like,
Mhm.
my fucking arm, and Ed Harley's
Yeah,
like,
I know.
oh shit, like,
Yeah, you have the
oh
power,
yeah,
basically.
fuck, what that moment you see as he like pulls himself off the pitchfork, going, what do I do now?
Mm.
I know that thing's tethered to me, and I don't want them to die. How do I stop this? Like the
Mhm.
acting from Lance Henriksen in this 30-second scene is
Mhm.
leagues above anything he'd done in the Alien franchise. This
Oh,
moment
Yeah,
of
I've never seen him in anything but this. I'm okay. I've probably seen him in bit parts or something, but
yeah,
I've
he's
never
been in
watched
a
him in
lot.
a movie like for
No.
sure. But he gave me real Walter Goggins. Is it Walter Goggins?
Yeah, Walter
Yeah.
Right?
Goggins, yeah.
He gave me real Walter Goggins energy, and I am low key obsessed with Walter Goggins because I'm watching Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah,
Baby
he's great
Billy,
in
I
that.
was like, that's my fucking personality. Who
Yeah.
knew that was my personality? But
Yeah.
anyway,
I could have probably
that's what
guessed,
they
to be
remind me
honest with
of.
you. I think I could have got that one.
That hairline is here, but that confidence is up here. So it's like, you go, girl, get it. Love him
And
though.
so for me, like with this, like the blending of the two characters, this was a massively missed opportunity within what
Yeah.
this movie presented us to. And the reason being is when we see the initial birthing of Pumpkinhead in the cabin, they take blood from both Lance Hendrickson and his son in order to
Yeah.
fuse it with
Yeah.
Pumpkinhead. Now, I would have really taken some Pet Cemetery level shit with the son
Mhm.
in order for this to come. The two, like, it took both bloods to birth it, but then it's only then ever focused on it being Lance Hendrickson's character, you know. And I think there was an angle missed there where they could have incorporated the son more
They had the
later on.
ghost scene with the son where he looks at his dad and goes, "Dad, what's going on?" Like where he
Yeah, and
did,
he
but I
looks
mean, it
dead
didn't-
in that scene. Yeah.
Yeah, it did in the truck. It didn't do much
Yeah.
though, did it? And it wasn't justified
too
for
fast.
what I was like wanting from it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit. Like, so if they did do the Pet Cemetery level thing and the kid came back, but the kid was like evil as shit, but then Lance Hendrickson was like the good, you know what I mean? And you had the good and the bad
Yeah.
that then fused to have this centrifugal sort of creature. That
Yeah.
would have been epic, you know, and I feel like there would have been a lot to develop there. And look, we're talking about an 80s fucking creature feature movie
Yeah.
that's called
Yes.
Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to dive into it too much.
Yeah.
And to be fair,
Yeah.
here in the UK, it's not called that. It's called Vengeance of the Demon. I think we got it released
Is
as
it?
here in the UK. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Or
Okay,
Demon
okay.
of Vengeance. I can't remember which way around it is. I
My-
only
Yeah.
know this 'cause I tried to buy it on VHS a week ago before we did the episode.
My
Yeah,
DVD
yeah,
says
yeah.
Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, I know
Really?
later releases because it became so synonymous with the character.
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
all
yeah.
now
They
released.
just
But when it initially came out, when the movie was released here in the UK, it was Vengeance of the Demon or Demon of Vengeance, one of the two. But
Gotcha.
yeah, it was interestingly enough, I would have just liked it to have incorporated that side a little bit more. I felt like there was ground there to work on
Oh,
that was
miles.
massively overseen.
Miles of scope
Oh,
for
yeah.
him to work on. Long and short of it, like this is a real basic movie. Kid
Yeah.
dies, dad wants vengeance, Pumpkinhead rises, Pumpkinhead
Yeah.
and dad are connected. dad gets killed, Pumpkinhead dies.
Yeah.
It's a really basic premise of a movie.
Yeah, it is.
Let's just talk about the ending a little bit before we finalize everything, because I did like the sacrifice that Lance Hendrickson made
Yeah.
in order to save the final girl, even though I didn't give a shit about her and I didn't know who she was or care who that.
Yeah, I
character
mean, it's
was
like
entirely.
whatever. Yeah.
But like the fact that he did that knowing was pretty impressive, and I was like,
Mhm.
and again, like it was good, but it was only good because I made it good in my mind. Like the movie itself didn't sort of amp the
He made
stake
it
in
good.
terms of like he's lost his son, he's got nothing else left to live
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
The best thing he can do with the final moments of his life is save this young girl. The movie didn't give me that, but I knew that's what it was trying to represent, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for me, I took it where it needed to, and I really appreciated what he did in that.
Yeah, see, I think the only space they really go above and beyond is the end of this movie, the very, very end, where you get Haggis taking the husk and reburying it, and as she's reburying it, you see the necklace that his son made him, and you're like,
him. Yeah, because
oh
it is
shit,
Mhm.
Ed is now
He's
now
Pumpkinhead.
like that sort of
Yeah.
full circle moment is great, and I loved that.
I haven't seen anything past this, but I know he comes back at some point.
Just
So he's
it's silly Willy Willy.
It
is it really?
It's Mark. It's definitely the type of movie that you can second. I
Right.
have.
So
not
why
seen
did
part
you
two
not
and part
pick
three.
any of the sequels for this? Because I feel like I would have done the
Because I'm-
homework and I would have watched the rest. Because I feel like, given
I'm
the tone
gonna
of what
be-
we wanted from this poll pick, we probably
Yeah.
needed one of the sequels. I think.
No, I was actually like when Scott told me what won, and I was like, God damn it! I wanted something really like real shitty to win, so it could make you like a little bit angry. I wanted to get you
Yeah,
really hyped
yeah.
up. But now it was just like, God damn it, Pumpkinhead won. It's not great. It's not bad. It's just right in the middle, and Mark is probably going
Don't
to
worry,
be
Heather.
like
We
this
will
on
we
it.
will get our chance. Trust
Oh,
me.
yeah.
I have something lined up that we will have our moment. I promise you.
Well, I have something lined up that involves both of
Ooh.
you that's going to get everyone riled up, but we'll save that for when it comes later in the year.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's a good place to round this off.
Yeah.
Regular listeners again will notice there has been no facts in this episode, so
Mhm.
I've made the decision to abandon facts. Movie facts
okay.
are now going to appear as a separate episode exclusive on Patreon. You are going to get
look at you.
Pumpkinhead release, and then 2 days after Pumpkinhead comes out, you are going to get a Pumpkinhead facts
Not
episode
a.
where we dive into all of the interesting stuff about Stan Winston. There's going to be loads of clips of like how he done the effects, and we're going to talk
Yeah.
about all the people that could have played Ed Harley, which was a long and illustrious list, but that doesn't appear
yeah.
here now. That is
Bill
on our
Paxton.
Patreon.
Bill Paxton would have been good.
He would have been good.
Walter Goggins.
Walter Goggins for the remake.
Oh God,
Oh yeah,
he's
that
a
would be
vibe.
awesome.
Okay, but you're
so
doing.
yeah.
This is the thing. You're doing all this bonus content, and so it's like actually this is the perfect movie to do that with because there's so many. You'll be fun facts coming out your ass. There's so
Exactly
many
that.
fun facts on this, so
Yeah.
you can do a whole episode.
I'm gonna. So Patreon.com/slash You Run Podcast. Drop us a little bit of your hard-earned money, and I will give you all of the facts on Pumpkinhead.
That's what
I'm
she said.
I'm I'm going to actually reduce my score. Like
Okay.
my,
Oh,
a lot of my score.
You
is
were very high early on. I was shocked at
Yeah,
how high it
he
was.
was
I'll be honest.
high, like Willie Nelson, kind of high. I was like, that is a little
proper
high.
Willie Nelson.
Yeah, I'll be honest. A lot of my score comes from nostalgia. I saw this at a very
Yeah, no,
impressionable time
100%.
in my journey into horror. I think having
Yeah.
talked it through, there are a lot of problems. I'm going to bring it
Yeah.
down to a 3.5. I'm still going to stick higher than
Okay.
you two, but yeah,
Well,
I think
yeah.
a 4.5. I think a little bit like this movie. I showed my hand too early.
You very much did. I'll be honest
I-
with you.
I
What
did.
was I? Was I
You were
said
3.
3. You said
Yeah.
3, and I said 2.5 to 3. So like I'm kind of like in between, you know, like it's kind of hard for me to do a solid 3. Could I just kind of find it like a mid movie, as the kids say? But it's very mid.
It's very big.
So like it is. It's not great. It's not terrible. It literally is put it on. You can second screen while you watch it. You can talk on your phone, play on your phone, and you literally can look up every 35 seconds and, oh, I get it. I know what's going on. And you don't miss anything. You miss nothing at all.
Exactly that. We do have some voicemails this week. This is going to be interesting for you, Heather, because normally you send the voicemails, and this week you're listening to them, and none of them are for you this week.
Thank God. I was probably in a bad mood them time. Bless me for that.
Right.
Oh, the ones that we don't share on the show that I have to endure. Trust me.
They're all for you.
I know. Trust me, I know.
Oh my gosh.
So,
anyway.
just for this Brightburn. Now, Mark, did you honestly think we were going to vote in Halloween? Even though I missed that poll. Blade is infinitely better. Blade is fucking awesome. And even if Blade wasn't, there's no way we're giving you what you want. Grow up, man.
This motherfucker.
It's
He's
true.
been real nice.
Sounds
He's been
like
nice
he's
for
ready
quite
to
a while,
fight.
to be honest with you. But like, why is he coming at me? Like, is he trying to ignite some shit? Because he's
No.
got a
copy
good
me.
idea
He's just
for it.
trying to copy me, Dave. Quit copying me.
Was Blade up against Halloween? I can't remember. Refresh my memory of context.
So the final was Blade and Halloween 2.
It was.
I like Halloween 2 better than Blade. I don't really like.
yeah.
I'm going to say what I said. I'm not a Blade. Like Wesley Snipes is a vibe. I just don't really like. It's fine. I've watched it. It's fine. But Halloween 2.
When was
is
the
a
last
little
time you
bit
watched
more-
Blade, Heather?
100 years ago.
The same with me, which was like.
But I watched Halloween
you've
2,
listened
like-
to the show. You've been part of the show for a
Mhm.
long time. I've spent
Yeah.
many years like calling Blade out as being shite and just being an action movie and not a horror movie, and it.
I
doesn't have a place on
mean,
the show.
it kind of is
I-
with
I-
vampires.
I watched it and I ate my words. I'll be honest with
You
you. That
did.
movie is
Yeah.
fantastic.
And that episode is available now. If you're a new listener, you can go back a couple of episodes. That
Yes.
is there. Dave calls quite often. He called straight after that.
Oh, listening to the extra episode, you're on about Evil Dead Wrath. Have you seen the trailer for Evil Dead Burn? I am all in. In fact, the best thing about Lee Cullen's The Mummy was the trailer for Evil Dead Burn. Oh, bring it on.
The Evil Dead Burn trailer is.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's they show you chaos, but they give you no context whatsoever, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, like what's happening? Why is it happening? I need to know what's happening. I think it's a great.
Yeah.
trailer.
I think
I need
that's
to
gonna
find
be
it and
the
watch it. I
opening.
haven't seen it.
I think
You-
that'll be the opening monologue segment because it's evil. What they did with Evil Dead Rise, where they had the thing at the lake house. I feel like
Yes,
everything we've seen in that snippet is going to be
Mhm.
from the lake house, and I appreciate that. I
Mhm.
appreciate the mystique of a trailer, like nothing more than anybody else. I'm like, yes, don't show me anything in the trailer.
Yeah.
But for me, I wasn't enthused by that trailer in any
was.
way, you
I
know.
loved
And it looked great and it looked fantastic, but it wasn't. I think when you get a movie trailer, and as much as I hate like spoilery trailers, I do also kind of need a direction of what the tone is going to be for the movie. And I'm not convinced that what we've seen is the tone of the movie. So I
No.
still have no idea of what it's going to
I'm gonna
be.
have to check. I'm just gonna have to check it out. I haven't seen it. I'll be honest with you.
It's
Like,
like
I've
a one-shot
seen any.
segment of a girl crawling along a floor and then just chaos
Yeah.
of deadites in shoes behind her. And the effects works and the cinematography, it all looks fantastic. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I like trailers that don't give too much, but then also give me something. Whereas this trailer didn't give me
Yeah.
anything.
You don't
know, it
want to
didn't
see
give
the
me-
whole movie in the trailer. Like that be like the whole movie. That's it.
Yeah, I like the quick cut succession of scenes
Mhm.
from the movie where my imagination, again, or imagination station right here now to on this episode. I like the bits that are going to be like, yes, right, that's cool. What
Yeah.
the fuck's that going to be? That might be the set location for the entirety. And then again, going into the movie, it might give me something completely different. But when I
Gotcha.
watched this, I was like, no, this wasn't what I wanted for my introduction to the movie. Like it looked great. Do you know what I mean? It looked fantastic, but it was one of
Mhm.
those where like, if this turns out to be a really key scene in the movie, where it's
Mhm.
like the closing sort of moments and the build up to the closing moments, and that was my experience of the hype and the excitement for it, I'm
Mhm.
gonna be fucking pissed going into that movie.
Well, we'll see what comes of it.
Yeah.
We have more voicemails. Heather, I'm going to let you pick. Do you want a boy or a girl?
I guess give me a girl.
Hi guys, hope you're both okay. I keep forgetting that I am a Patreon member, so I am going to go and catch up on Patreon today. But I do have a request. I can't remember if that's allowed or not, but for an episode on Patreon, I would like you to both watch a film called Killing Ground. It's currently free on Prime. And then maybe have a little chat about that, and maybe Australian horror movies in general, because I think they're great. I think this movie was very good, although a bit of a difficult watch at times. So yeah, that's my request, please.
And on You Run Extra, we done first come, first serve. Becky, your first come. So next month, me and Mark are talking Australian horror movies.
Oh, don't
Are
do
we doing
Wolverine.
killing? Do we need to watch? Are we doing the killing thing specifically?
We'll have that as part of it. If you want to watch it, but we'll do.
I feel like I have seen it. And you are right. It's a very difficult movie to watch, but I'm not sure if I'm confusing it with something else. But in terms of Australian shock horror, the fucking market is flowing. I'll be honest with you. Some of the movies that I've seen from the Australian market is incredible. Especially that really heavily leans into stuff like that, such as like Wolf Creek, and
which we've got in a couple of weeks.
Have got in a couple of weeks, There's some really, really, really good Australian horror movies that dive into the very bleaker. I feel like it's almost underappreciated in comparison to the level of the French extremity movies. Like, people talk a lot about the French extremity movies, such as like Martyrs,
like
and
high tension and
high tension and things like that. But Australia has its own niche corner of movies very similar, and it's like there's a lot of great stuff out there. I think I watched one called Daddy. It was something like Daddy's something anyway, and it was a torture movie in which, very similar to what this movie is where like this daughter's killed, and then he kidnaps the bloke, and then like just spends the entirety of the movie torturing this guy throughout. And I'm not too sure if at the end of it turns out he kidnapped the wrong person.
He did. I've seen it as well. It's the wrong guy, and
we watched the entirety of the movie watching him torture somebody who wasn't. And it turned out like the crash where the two convicts escaped, he got the wrong convict. And he'd only gone in for like accounting fraud or something like that. And he just spent the entire movie just killing this dude.
And at the point he realizes the guy is past the point of no return, he's not surviving. You just watch like his entire soul drain from his body. Of like,
in fact, I think it's Bill Moseley is actually the guy.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's Bill Moseley. I might be wrong, and I might be confusing that with other movies, but I'm pretty sure that's the one.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right. It's a great movie. We have one more before we dive into 3-word review, and that comes from Newman from Movies for Days.
Newman once again from Movies for Days. Man, I can't stop myself responding to your Blade episode, and more specifically, the comment about From Dusk Till Dawn and Selma Hayek as Santanico Pandemonium. So the big funny laugh line in that moment is when she says to George Clooney, "Welcome to slavery." And he says, "No thanks, I already had a wife," and then shoots the chandelier behind her and it comes down and kills her. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Well, it turns out that was not a line in the script. That was something George Clooney ad-libbed, and Robert Rodriguez always planned to cut from the film. However, either because test audiences responded so well, or because marketing cut it into the trailer, I can't remember which, he felt like he kind of was locked in. And so this ad-lib made it into this movie. All right, best.
I love
this dude, right? I love him, and I think if anybody needed a job to like sort of like advertise like 3 a.m. television for compilation CDs, he would be like the perfect guy. He has a voice that way. It's like, and we have hits from George Michael. And it's
He's got a
voice. He has.
He's got a very
like,
radio
when you like fall
voice.
asleep on the sofa and you wake up and it's just like that dude talking, advertising compilation CDs.
And for 19.99 a month, you can get now. That's what I call classicalfm.com.
Exactly. Exactly.
Let's do a 3-word review. This is the bit where you comment on our post across social media and you review the movie in 3 words only. We've got some good ones this week. We've got Everest Queen, such a classic. AMP FX Studios, which is Alex, who's got a book out now. You need to go and check that
Mhm.
out. Peak VHS cover. And the cover for this is awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome. Dissect That Film Pod. Stan Winston Classic. Mike the Movie Misfit went with underrated revenge movie. TMD Podcast. Lance Henriksen Rules. Nate Mayer, criminally underrated classic. Pop culture reflections. Justin just called out the kid and basically went, "Kid can't act."
Oh, that's unfair. You can't criticize child actors in these situations.
Are they going to watch this?
Your pop
Don't be
culture. Yeah,
rude.
Justin will.
That little kid. Come on,
Yeah,
calm
he will.
down. It's a little kid. He was
Calm
like 6.
yourself, Justin.
What have you done?
What have you done?
Dion Mum went with horror's awkward cousin, and that works for me.
That definitely works for me.
Dewey Pod Monster wins, hands fucking down.
Let's see what Dewey said.
Thank you for everyone else, but none of you are even close. He went with dirt biking dickheads.
Yeah. I mean, it was really only one that was the actual dickhead, honestly, because it was the one brother that just had like an ego the size of the moon. And like, what is your problem? You're 46. Get off that bike. Anyway, go to your home.
And also,
Yeah, he was like something out of a trauma punk movie. The way he was behaving.
So it's such a he was so gross.
I wanted to say it earlier and it slipped my mind, but they pull up at this like little vegetable stall to get some provisions before they go down.
Yeah.
Like I've stopped at service stations. I'm sure you have as well, Mark. At any point, if you've gone, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop here and get my dirt bike out and go for a ride. Like you go in, get what you need at the service
immediately, like right now.
They literally pull up. He's like, I'm not wasting a second's time. I'm getting on my fucking dirt bike. Oh,
we
dude.
get it. You're the bully. We get it.
Yeah.
You're the domestic violence dude. Like we get it. Did you have to do all that?
No, they didn't. But again, the character development's weak as shit, so they had to.
Well, yeah, it is. It's whatever.
As Heather said earlier, this episode has been pretty emotion free. There's been no real tension between Mark and Heather. It's been a very pleasant experience. So
shake and bake.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Well, let's ruin all the good vibes.
Burning one hand, burning from the other. Every ride answer rips another from my cover. I keep winning pieces I can't keep together. Bleed for the scoreboard, lose myself forever. Meltdown!
This is the quiz that is the most frustrating thing. Heather's frozen.
Why do you face like that? Like, I'm Zoolander in it. What the fuck?
Why is Heather frozen?
Should I exit out? Or
we're gonna pause briefly while Heather resolves her frozen face. In fact, hold on one more second. Everyone take a look at Heather's frozen face. Okay.
I just want to take a picture of that real quickly. Hold on.
Yeah, you just screenshot that. And now we'll pause.
It's staying in the episode.
And just like magic, Heather can move again.
I was like, you ever seen Mannequin? Like literally Mannequin 2 back in the habit. We'll make it.
It was a flattering pose. You're cool. Don't worry.
Whatever.
So this is the most frustrating horror quiz in the world. Every question Heather gets right, she gets 10 points. Every question she gets wrong, she loses 15 points.
I'm already pissed off.
See, Heather was so chilled and relaxed, and like in a single blow.
It's like Scott just can't let me have any joy.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. We've been mates tonight. I got your back. I got your back.
Okay.
Don't worry about
it. Who would you like to take the first question on you?
God, that did not sound. You might want to reword that.
No, I'm gonna leave it as it was.
We'll just say we'll have Scott. You can go ahead. Since you wanted to start chaos with me, and you know I have to co-host with you soon. So, anyways.
Right. So, in the movie Jaws from 1975, what is the name of the boat that Quint, Hopper, and Brody used to hunt the shark?
You see, I'm laughing because I literally don't like that movie. Y'all are gonna. unsubscribe from me.
No.
What is-
We're teammates. We're teammates. You're on the right path. Don't worry.
I don't know. I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't know.
Think whale. Think whale.
What? I don't.
You
I
can
feel like I'm
pass.
being put on the spot. Like you could pass, so you could just get your points taken away. Like you know. I'm just saying.
He Sweeney Todd, isn't he? His fucking accent's atrocious, man.
They're so good though, actually. Like I practice a lot. You're saying that, and it's like I see it in my head, like I can see it. I don't know, but I don't know. Like I just don't know, and I'm not going to guess something wrong and be more stupid. So like I don't know.
It was the Orca, and you're on minus 15 points.
Oh god damn it! I should have known that. Like you said,
have.
well, and I'm like Orca. There's a movie called Orca. I should have known
There
that.
I should, to be honest, I should have said Free Willy. That might have helped you a little bit more.
Yeah,
question
not,
number
but...
2. No, probably not. No. Question number 2. Which 1984 film features a young boy named Billy who is given a set of 3 strict rules for his new pet, including never feed it after midnight?
The name of the movie?
That's correct.
Gremlins?
That's right. Well done.
Yeah. Well, that's yeah. It's like
See,
I'm a Jaws fan though. That's
first.
the thing. It's underwhelming. I don't.
So you're doing well. You're on minus 5 points.
That's that's well.
Trust me, that's well. You're doing fine.
Honestly, mate, you're doing very well.
Whatever.
In Silence of the Lambs, what is the name of the FBI trainee who is sent to interview Hannibal Lecter?
Clarice. Do I need the last name because I can't remember?
No, I don't think you do.
Yeah, I'll give you Clarice. I'm going to give you that.
Okay.
It's Clarice Starling. So you're now on 5 points. You're
I got mom brain.
Yeah.
You're back in the mix. Don't worry. You're not on minus anymore, so that's good. That's good. Question number 4. In the 1990 miniseries adaptation of Stephen King's It, what actor provided the iconic performance of Pennywise the Dancing Clown?
Oh, Tim Curry. Come on.
Correct. Well done.
Yes, that one's easy because I love the original It. I like it. I like it quite a lot.
So you're on 15 points. Question number 5. What 1976 horror movie is credited with popularizing? I'm going to start again because
I think you should, because that was really, really embarrassing.
Girl, I don't know.
Right. What 1976 horror movie is credited with popularizing the jump scare trope, with a bloody hand reaching out of the grave to grab somebody?
1976?
1976. I'll give you a clue. It's a Stephen King work. About a girl who gets picked on at school.
Think like final scares at the end of a movie. It's basically the Avengers.
Harry.
There we go.
Yeah.
It is.
Took me a second because, like, at first I thought you were like trying to trick me up. I'm like, it's not Evil Dead. Like, it's not that. But okay, Carrie, yes.
So you're on 25 points. So you're going well in the right direction now. You are currently tied with Mark.
I'll still have some points if I get negative. There we go.
Exactly. Every point's a win. Okay. Question number 6. Which horror film takes place on a commercial starship called the Nostromo?
Is it Alien?
That's correct. Well done.
And guess what? Motherfuckers? I ain't never seen that movie.
Heather Silman.
Never. I've never seen it. Literally never seen even 2 minutes of it.
Honestly, you're making my heart beat. This.
I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad at you. I'm just disappointed.
Me and Stephen
the
have never
disservice
seen
that
it.
you've done yourself. You and Stephen should watch. Do you know what? We've talked earlier about Stephen not watching a lot of movies.
I know. He would love it. No, he would love it. That's his
shit.
Wheelhouse. That's
100%.
He would love it.
He would love that shit.
I don't know if I can get it. It's sci-fi. Okay, maybe I'll try.
Honestly, dude, check it. Check that shit.
Okay.
At the risk of this being very, very relevant.
If I speak, I am in big trouble.
Sam, The Evil Dead from 1981 is a cult classic, but what is the film's original title when it was being scripted and filmed?
I knew he was going to do this shit to me. I knew he was going to try to make me angry on a Saturday. I know it, but I do not know it to tell you on the goddamn show. But I fucking know it. Y'all hear
I
my
know you
deep
do.
voice coming out? This is so annoying because if I would have known Scott was gonna you,
You know him now. You know
make my
this is
titties
what he
hurt.
does.
This
I
You know
I
this is
always
what he
quiz.
does.
We always quiz.
He no, I know he does this. I know. He's like stick a feather up my ass. You know what I mean? It's not tickling. It's annoying.
I imagine that to be the most uncomfortable thing in the world. I'll be
No,
honest
not
with
a
you.
feather. That'd probably be tickly. I'd be like, "Woo!" um,
Yeah, we have very different takes on how that would play out. I'll
Well,
be
I
honest with you.
you ain't never asked your wife put no feather up your ass. You don't
No,
know.
never, never.
Um,
How
Not
big's
been a
the
thing for
feather?
me.
Just no, just tickle it. Anyway,
Just think, yeah, but like, yeah,
y'all are boring.
we're
Like
not
Friday the
doing this
13th,
right now.
boring.
Yeah.
My God, Scott, I cannot remember. I'm literally like, for the life of me, it's like I keep thinking of things in my head, and I'm like, okay, is it that? No, because I know the prequel, like the movie, little fake movie, not fake movie, but the little bullshit that they made before. But that's not it, because you're talking about what it was called before they changed it to Evil
Yeah.
Dead. I don't know. Just tell me so I can get angry. I'll
Book
lose
of
my
the
points.
Dead.
Book of the Dead. See, it's so stupid. Like, why would you ever?
No, but you're. I think you're on 5 points now. I'll tally it up after.
Yeah,
but I think
tally
you're
it
on
up
5.
because don't be cheating me.
Yeah,
No.
you're on 5 points.
Okay.
Question number 8. In the
Okay.
1954 classic Creature from the Black Lagoon, two
Oh, I
different actors played the Gilman. Ben Chapman played him on land, but who played the creature in the famous
Nope.
underwater swimming sequence?
Nope, don't know. Gonna tell you right now, I ain't never seen that movie. It's in black and white, or is it in color?
Yeah, no, it's
Black-
black and white. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic movie. We covered it on the show,
Nope.
and the answer is Rico Browning. Brilliant underwater diver. Really did a good job in that film.
He did. So you're on minus 10 points now. It's fine. You've got 2 questions
Okay.
left. You can still pull back
All right.
into positive figures. What was the name of the tall man who serves as the main antagonist in the Phantasm franchise? I will take either the actor's name or the character name in the lore as a correct answer.
You know,
Either one.
I just listened to a podcast on the movie because I've never watched. Well, I watched like half of the Phantasm. They just look
It's
so. Yeah, they're garbage.
Yeah.
I don't need to watch them all, and I don't fucking know, Scott, because they said it in the podcast, and now I'm like, I don't know. It's
I
like
thought
something
that-
really stupid.
Yeah, I thought Phantasm would be 100% your bag. I love the Phantasm film.
I don't
I've
like
tried-
it because I don't
I've tried
understand
loads
it.
of
It did
times,
not make
yeah.
any sense.
No, I've tried
Yeah.
loads of times
Like,
because
why
it definitely
is
fits
the
within my
spear,
wheelhouse,
like-
but it's just
Yeah.
it's shit.
Mm-mm.
Okay, well,
just take me
unfortunately,
away.
that's incorrect. You've got Angus Scrim was the
Angus.
actor,
Yeah, but
or you
that
could have
sounds
gone
like
with,
some.
or you could have gone with Jebediah Morningside, who
See,
honestly sounds like he'd fit in Pumpkinhead.
Children of the
Je-
Corn or some bullshit.
Jebediah Morningside is the neighbor that he didn't supply feed to. That's who that
See,
was.
No, those movies are not my jam. I'm all for a silly, goofy, make no sense, bullshit, F grade movie, but that movie's I can't understand it, and
It's
I can't.
F grade with intelligence, and I don't like it.
I just don't like it. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was not for me.
Right, well, let's pull it back with the final question then. And question
Let's
number
see.
10. While The Exorcist 1973 is often cited as the first horror movie nominated for Best Picture, a much earlier film with strong horror thriller elements was nominated in 1944. Which
Oh, God.
movie was it? That's hard. I'll be honest with you. That's a hard question.
That's what she said for sure.
Yeah, boy.
1944. See, y'all are really getting me on these because if it's anything like below, like maybe like 68, 70, I just don't know. I have a disdain for films that are black and white.
Yeah, I
like
don't need to go to the library to get my movie facts. I'll be honest with you.
I'll give you a clue. So this is the name of this movie is something someone would do if they're trying to tell you something that's a pack of lies and make you believe it's real. They're trying to something you.
Manipulate? The
Keep going.
manipulator?
What's the millennial word for it?
Oh, like a narcissist? I don't know.
No.
What's a millennial word for that?
If I was like, if you said to me, if you was like,
Perpetrator? No.
no. If you said to me, so like, if you was like, Halloween 4 is like really, really bad, and then I was like, no, No, because that's an opinion-based opinion.
No, so
that doesn't work. I'm not familiar with the concept. I get told it a lot.
Yeah,
It's a weapon of mass destruction in relationships, but I'm not familiar on how the concept works, to be honest.
No, so yeah, I can't help you anymore.
No, just tell me what it is. You're gonna tell me, and I'm gonna know.
It's Gaslight from 1944.
Oh, I didn't know that yet. I might be good at gaslighting, but I'm not.
That's what I was trying to get at. I was trying to get a gaslighting.
I know, but like that doesn't feel like that doesn't feel like a new age term. I mean, people say that, but they don't even actually know what it means.
Yeah, I think it is. I think I've never heard of gaslighting pre 2018. I will be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's fine. I feel like the middle questions were that's where I was doing good, and then they got hard, and I was like, what?
When I wrote this quiz, the plan was that you were going to do really well at the beginning, absolutely hammer the start, and then get to the end and go, what the fuck is this?
Anything that old, I would not know. I'm telling you right now. I have seen so many movies that my mind has no space, but let me tell you, I can't.
You
it's black and white.
You stumbled on Jaws, which threw me. That threw me completely because I thought
that's because I don't lie. I just don't like that movie. Like I watched it as a child, and I was just like, "Oh, it's a shark."
Don't worry about it. Don't feel bad for your opinions. You're right. You're definitely right.
It's not very nice. Well, let's pass over to our resident fucking kleptomaniac.
He's the king of the spool, the lord of the stack. If it's on magnetic tape, there's no turning back. From the floor to the ceiling, he's a mastermind hoarder, keeping analog alive on the edge of the border. Rewind, the night under the static flip. It's Mark, VHS from the crypt.
Way, lads. So this week I had actually ordered and bought Pumpkinhead, and that was going to be my showcase of this week because I was like, I'll get it, I'll buy it, and that's hence why I knew the information regarding it being Demon Vengeance and all the rest of it. However, it hasn't arrived. The postman's been slack as fuck, or the person sending it has not shipped it in time, and it's not arrived, so I cannot share it with you today, unfortunately. However, that put me in a position of being like, what other movie can I use that would represent the Pumpkin franchise well? And there isn't really one of them in my collection that I could think of. So what I've chose to do instead is set up a campaign. And Heather being here is a perfect reason for me to do so this evening, because I have put this movie in the poll numerous times. Beck's on board. Everyone else is getting rallied behind it, but it's a movie that many people haven't seen. So therefore, I'm going to showcase it this evening on the hope that everybody now goes and watches it, and then they will rally behind the episode, and they'll be like, yeah, no, we should get that in the poll because that movie's fucking awesome. And Heather, you know what's coming.
I know what it is.
It's Granny. It's Granny, baby.
Yeah, Granny.
Granny, this movie is fucking awesome. It's the most low-budget B-movie piece of shit you've ever seen, but it has a place in my heart, and it has a place in Heather's heart, and Becky's now part of the cult.
Yes, I love that.
We're getting a church. We're getting a building. We're going to fucking decorate it real nice. It's going to be fantastic.
I love it so hard.
We need to get this movie on the show.
Yes.
If you haven't seen Granny, I highly recommend you check it out.
Go fix your fucking life.
Scott came to visit me a couple of weeks ago, and one of the things that I made sure he left with when he went was a copy of Granny. So I gave him a copy of Granny so he could have it in his collection. I was like, dude, take this shit home with you. It's fucking grill. You'll love it.
Which, as I said to you earlier, we have something that I have lined up.
Okay.
It may have something to do with the VHS that you are holding in your hand.
Yes. Is it time? Is it time?
I think at some point this year, it may be time for Granny to drop on the show.
Yeah.
He's dropping it like it's hot.
Hallelujah, man. I can't wait to talk about it. If Heather's not here, I'm not doing it.
There will be 8 people in the entire world that listen to that episode that know about it.
No, they won't.
We will do it.
You know what? It's not my problem that people can't understand masterpiece when they see it. I watched that movie 2 times in a fucking row. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I watched it twice in a row. I started it over.
Fucking awesome piece of
I'm so obsessed, and it's the weirdest thing because when you watch it, you're like, what the fuck did I actually watch? But you can't, it's in your brain, and when you're dead, that's the one thing you're going to remember besides your kids. Maybe you might be like, I don't remember my kids, but I remember Granny.
I won't remember my
Got it.
kids, but I'll remember this piece of Oscar snub right here. This fucking Oscar
It's
snub.
something.
Yeah,
It's something, but
I
it's
will.
amazing.
I will. And we need to
Did
talk
you watch
about
it,
We need to
Scott?
talk about it on this
Scott.
episode.
I have watched it.
Okay, no thoughts. Don't say anything.
No, fully reserving all of my thoughts because my God,
Save
I
it.
have a lot. I
Oh,
have a
we
lot
know.
of thoughts from the opening bell to the end that mainly revolve around me going.
I'll have to get me some wine then because I ain't gonna have no slander.
Yeah,
on
we're gonna
my
wait.
Granny.
In fact, I don't want that episode to come on this show until Heather's back on the wine.
Give me a few months. Give me some time. Yeah. We'll work it out. We'll space it out.
Take your time. It's worthy of waiting. That is what I
I'm
need.
so excited. Like that makes me so happy.
There's going to be lots of head turns from me. You know, like a dog when someone farts and the dog goes. There's going to be a lot of that from me on that episode.
Or like that dog on Pumpkinhead that ran out, and that's the reason why the little boy got killed. Bye.
Yeah. Make sure you go and follow Mark. He is at VHS from the Crypt on Instagram. He's also at Reviews from the Crypt on Instagram. Both of his accounts are awesome. Both of his accounts, he showcases shit that no one else has seen apart from the 3 people on this chat right now.
Stephen likes Granny, Mark. Stephen likes he was like, this is weird. But he's like, I got him to watch it. We watched it, I think, like on Tubi or something at the time before I had a copy. My copy is put up in my closet safely because I don't even trust putting it in my storage that's locked.
Nope.
It stays in my room. I need to look at it. Occasionally I look at it and I kiss it. Maybe I look at it and I kiss it. And I'm like, I love you, Granny. Thank you, Mark.
Special movie.
Also, make sure you go and subscribe to us and like. If you're watching on YouTube right now, make sure you hit like and subscribe to the channel.
Please do.
That is it for this episode. We are going to be back next week. We're going to be bringing you a review of a movie that, oh man, not many people cover this movie. And there are some real reasons as to why not. And we're not going to dive too heavily into them. However, this is the most self-reflective piece of filmmaking I have ever seen. We're going to be diving into Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, yum. Love it. Love that for you. I mean, I love it. It's a crap movie, but I love it. It's one of those crap good movies I like.
Yeah, so we're going to be diving into that. Also, make sure you go and follow Heather. She is at Wednesday Wine and Horror on Instagram. Her link to her Instagram is in the episode description on this episode. So, like, if you scroll down from where you're listening, there's a link there. Click on that. Also, one thing that I want to thank everyone for, we've received a lot of 5-star reviews recently on Spotify, and most of those have come from word of mouth.
Awesome.
And I cannot thank people enough. Like, if you're listening to this and you love this, recommend us to someone who likes horror movies. In fact, fuck that. Recommend us to someone who doesn't like horror movies. Because I read an article this week. People who don't watch horror movies will often listen to them about it on a podcast because it's a safe space where they don't need to see it. So if you've got someone in your life who likes movies, maybe doesn't like horror, tell them to come and watch us and make sure they give us a review. Give your phone to your, if your nan's got an iPhone, log on to your nan's iPhone and review us on Spotify and iTunes. Like that. Really
they love Facebook. So you know them old ass people. They love Facebook. They'll be on there.
If you work in a nursing home, get you run podcasts on like the communal speakers.
Do it.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Until then, have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for joining us this week. We will see you next Tuesday.
Yay.
See you later, guys.
Bye-bye.
You want to die tonight?
You're on podcast. You're on podcast. Late at night, I tune into your show where you talk horror with a unique flow. Your voice is like sirens, draws me in as you pick apart movies on murder and sin. Scott and Mark set the scene. I hang on every word, lost in the screen. Your passion for fear is contagious enough. You make me believe in Mark's fucking long round ups. Round up, round up, round up, round up, round up. You're on podcasts, horror movie reviews, sharing facts and playing games too. Your words paint pictures of darkness and dread, leaving me grinning long after you fled.
Who's your daddy?
If I speak, I am in big trouble.